Previously on the 007 Diamond Jubilee, I reviewed The Spy Who Loved Me, and it was good. Now, at the end, the credits teased that its follow-up would be titled For Your Eyes Only, but a little something happened just before the film's release in a galaxy far, far... you know what's coming. Yes sir, the Star Wars saga began with the first film in 1977, and instantly, space became the new buzzword at the box office. The success of George Lucas's Little Film That Could was felt worldwide. In America, the TV show Star Trek spun off into its own film series. In Japan, anime series such as Space Battleship Yamato and Mobile Suit Gundam stormed onto the airwaves. And not even the United Kingdom was immune, as James Bond, Her Majesty's Loyal Terrier himself, got in on the orbital action in Moonraker. Hi, I'm Kevin from the SDP, and this is the 007 Diamond Jubilee. I'm gonna say this up front. I think this is the worst Bond movie from the official canon. If you look at the other bad Bond movies, at least they have some interesting characters or intriguing plot points. Moonraker? Not so much. So let's get into it. Our story starts in California, where 007 investigates a factory owned by the Drax Corporation, who stole back a prototype space shuttle in mid-flight. From there, Bond must piece together the machinations of the corporation's eponymous owner, involving a glass factory in Venice, a strain of orchids from Brazil's Amazon region, and impeccably fit men and women. Two girls figure into Bond's pants this time around. First is Corinne Dufour, Drax's helicopter pilot. She's killed for her complicity with Bond, thus marking her as a more sympathetic character. And by my call, she should have been the main Bond girl. And also...
my mother gave me a list of things not to do on a first date.
What about that list of your mother's?
I never learned to read.
Is she really illiterate, or is she just making that excuse as pillow talk? But in the long term, we have Dr. Holly Goodhead, a NASA scientist. Oh wait, that's just her cover story. She's really a CIA agent. Given her secret role, it's a shame her potential as an action girl is wasted, but justifiably so. Turns out Lois Chiles was pregnant during filming. Should have thought that one through. Also, I think there's a sexual entendre in her name. I can't put my finger on it. But one thing's for sure, she's got a good head on her shoulders. The villain, Hugo Drax, runs an aerospace company out of California. He intends to eradicate virtually all human life on Earth and start over with a master race. I will say this in the movie's favor, he certainly goes all out on his evil plot, and Drax is wicked rich, wicked cultured, and overall wicked beyond your wildest imaginations. So pretty much, he's what Stromberg from The Spy Who Loved Me should have been like. Drax starts out with his own bodyguard, the kendo expert Chang, but he gets fatally defenestrated midway through the movie, so he gets replaced by Jaws, returning from The Spy Who Loved Me. But this time around, he falls in love with the short little woman and turns on Drax based on his fears that his boss's evil plan may threaten his romance. For all the terror he instills in his appearances, it's disappointing that his role here focuses on comic relief and characterization, and I never thought I'd be saying anything bad about characterization.
Do you know him?
Not socially. His name's Jaws. He kills people.
For his mission, Bond gets a dart gun under his watch, which can fire armor-piercing or poison-tipped darts. We even get a split-second flashback of its demonstration before Bond uses it in the rigged centrifuge trainer. A glimpse into his thought process, or an assumption that the audience is too stupid to remember it? You make the call. Said watch also contains a coil of plastic explosive, which is used with no explanation to break up an air vent grate in a rocket exhaust bay.
Bang on time.
The theme song is performed by, once again, Shirley Bassey. The version used for the opening credits is an unremarkable love ballad, whereas, as a sign of the times, a disco arrangement is used over the end credits. The song was originally to be done by Johnny Mathis, but for whatever reason he ducked out of the project in the middle of recording, forcing the film crew to recruit Bassey for the third time with only weeks to go. The opening credits use space and sky-themed backgrounds and some rather dodgy silhouette animation. Overall, tame, like the music used over it. No doubt about it, Moonraker was made with pound signs in the producer's eyes. Not only was it chosen to capitalize upon the success of Star Wars, but what they cranked out is essentially a retread of The Spy Who Loved Me on science fiction steroids. Think about it. A multi-millionaire industrialist seeks to restart Earth's population the hard way. Shame they couldn't copy any of the good aspects while they were at it, like the tension of a Bond girl who attends to kill our hero when their work is done, or a henchman who's not used for comic relief. On the plus side, when you've just sent 007 into outer space to stop a man from killing everybody on Earth, there's no way to top that. You've got to come back down to reality. Perhaps the 80s will give this franchise such an opportunity. In the meantime, Moonraker scores 35%, an F.
Take a giant step for mankind.